Namaste everyone, welcome to Beto Eats. Today I am going to tell you my top 5 Indian foods that I love. So chalo, let's go! Welcome everyone to the very first Beto Eats additional video. I normally only post one video per week every Thursday where I eat or try some new Indian dishes, or maybe I share it with my family, my friends, my neighbors, my girlfriend, you name it. But this month I wanted to try something different. I wanted to upload 2 videos a week and see how you all react to it and how you all enjoy it. So I figured you can get to know me a little better. Who is Beto Eats? As many of you know, I am Mexican. I was born in Mexico and I came to the United States when I was 5 years old, and I've been living here since then. And just recently, about 2 years back, I was introduced to Indian food, and since then I've been in love with Indian food. Big shout out to my co-workers who introduced me to many Indian restaurants and started my adventure in Indian food. Ever since then, I started this channel Beto Eats, where my goal is to try all the Indian food I can get my hands on, and of course also share it with my loved ones, my family, my dad, my mom, my sisters, my girlfriend, my neighbors, anybody who's close to me. I definitely have to get them to try Indian food, because honestly it's so delicious to not try in your life. Ever since I did start my YouTube channel, I've tried so many dishes, and yes, of course there's so many more to try, but today I am going to tell you the top 5 Indian dishes that I've tried that I just love so much and can't live without. While I make this video and share with you, I do want to have some chai. So I do have some really hot chai right here ready for me. I always love having some chai, almost daily if possible. Either chai or some coffee is amazing for me. But I also brought some soup, some chicken noodle soup, just because it's getting close to lunchtime and I figured, why not? I do want to go ahead and mix it up a little bit. It's so hot. It's like burning my hand a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. And back in here it goes. Just make sure I'm mixing everything, you know, the milk, the chai. Okay, let's try it though. Yes, so good, so good. Alright, but let's get on to the video. In this list that I'm going to share with you, number 1 is my favorite all-time Indian dish, so make sure you stick to the end of the video. But at number 5 has to be one of my favorite chats, and that is Pani Puri. I was introduced to Pani Puri by my coworker Manisha. Big shout out to Manisha, congratulations on your baby. And Manisha one day took me to this restaurant where she went and got some Pani Puri, and I was a little confused because they gave her like these small little round balls that were like very crispy, and they were hollow, so they don't really have a lot of like things inside. It's just kind of like a little fried bubble. That's how I would describe it. And they gave it to her with some like a mixture of aloo, I think it was like onions, and some other like some seasonings, onions, garbanzo beans or chickpeas. And she showed me how to eat this. She showed me that with your thumb you go ahead and make a little crack in the middle of it, making sure that you don't like break it in half. You get that chickpea filling, that chickpea aloo filling, and you stuff it in there with a little spoon. Then the next thing that the next thing that caught me by surprise is that she had some flavored waters, and these flavored waters, there was like a sweet one and then there was like a minty one. And the thing about Pani Puri is that once you put the water in the puri, you definitely gotta put it straight to your mouth. There is seconds before that thing just dissolves. So you just put the water in there and pop it in your mouth, and I would describe it like an explosion of just flavors that I never thought I would taste something like this. It was so unique. In the future, I do want to make a video where I try to eat as many Pani Puris as I can. I have a feeling I can get maybe at least to 30. A little chai break. At At number 4, we have vada pav. And oh my gosh, this is super unique as well to me. It was so delicious the very first time I tried it, and I just can't wait to try it again. How I would describe vada pav, it's kind of like an Indian hamburger, except there's no meat. It's actually an aloo patty in there, like a fried aloo or potato patty in there. They add some chutneys, some dried chutneys, and also some green chutneys and some other things in there. And the best thing about it is that a lot of times when you go to I go to a vada pav truck, they give me some chilies with salt all over them. And so you can take a bite of your vada pav, bite it, and then take a bite of your chili, and oh my gosh, that takes you to a whole other world of deliciousness. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try that. Currently, where I'm staying, there isn't any vada pav places or restaurants or food trucks that I can get this at. But maybe in the future, I definitely want to try vada pav and share it with my family, my friends, my girlfriend. At number 3, we have papaji. Just saying that name makes my mouth water. The very first time I tried papaji was in a food truck that's close to where I work. And I remember during that time, I probably went after work. So it was around like 6, 7 p.m. And I would think like by then, maybe a food truck isn't too busy, but this food truck was super busy. There was a line, I had to get in the line and wait for my papaji. But oh my gosh, was it so worth it. The thick tomato gravy that they make is so rich, it's so buttery, it's so delicious. I honestly don't know exactly what all goes in there. I do know that there's some tomatoes, maybe some onions that go in there. And the best part is that this goes with some super buttery bread that was slightly toasted on the side near the papaji. Oh my gosh. Just thinking about that makes me have a foodgasm. It's something that I want to share with the world. If you have not tried papaji, you definitely have to try papaji because it's just so unique, so delicious, such a simple dish, like a gravy and a piece of bread. Amazing. Love papaji. At number 2, we have a very popular dish around the world that I actually heard about this even before I tried Indian food. I would hear about this buttered chicken, but I've never tried it. But once I did try it and actually put the name to the actual plate, oh my gosh, having that with some naan is out of this world. It's just super rich, such a rich curry, and the chicken, oh my gosh. And it honestly doesn't even have to be chicken in there. You can have some paneer in there and it will take you to a whole other dimension of deliciousness. I know some of you might call me basic just because butter chicken is very common and it's overused in like my videos. It's because I love it so much. I have yet to find one restaurant that messes up butter chicken. It's one of those dishes that anywhere you go, the butter chicken is usually going to be good. It's kind of hard to mess up butter chicken. Even I myself have made butter chicken. Definitely go check out that video. And wow, it was such an amazing experience. Butter chicken is comfort food. Butter chicken is something that I probably have to have like at least once a month. Something that I just enjoy and I will eat any time of the day. Pair butter chicken with some naan or some paratha or some roti and oh my gosh, I am there. It's a party. Let's go. Before I do tell you my number 1 favorite Indian dish, I would really appreciate it if you would smash that like button and subscribe to Beto Eats if you're new to my channel. I am posting 2 videos now every week, so make sure you turn on those notifications somewhere down here so you get notified whenever I do post a video. If you've been watching my channel, you probably already know what my number 1 most favorite Indian dish is. But for those of you that don't know, I am in love with biryani. It's something that I look at and I admire, kind of like the most famous painting in the world. I just look at biryani and not only do I get super hungry, but I really admire how somebody could create this amazing dish. It's so flavorful, it's layered, there's so many different types of it. I've loved biryani. So much so that if I ever do come out with Beto Eats merch, I would probably have a shirt that says I love biryani or something like that, because I really do. I love that dish so much. Fun fact, my very first Indian dish that I've ever tried was biryani. Thanks so much to my coworker Harshit. He's also my mentor. I still remember that day that he ordered some chicken biryani for me, and ever since then, that day has changed my life, because I know exactly what I want to eat whenever somebody says, hey, let's go out for Indian food. If you're one of my coworkers and it's time to go out to eat, maybe like on a Friday or something like that, and they ask me like, hey, where should we go out to eat? I'm always going to tell them a biryani place. And yes, I do know that there is so many different types of biryani depending on all the different Indian states, or the Kolkata style biryani, the Hyderabad style biryani, so many other biryanis. And one of my goals in life is to try as many types of biryani, and of course share it with you all here on my channel. I'll probably be making a video pretty soon. Maybe I'll invite my dad and we'll both have some biryani and share that experience with you all. Definitely drop a comment down if you think that's a great idea. As you know, I do like to give some shout outs to some of my subscribers, and this week we have 2 subscribers who I am shouting out. The very first lucky subscriber this week is Jyoti Kumari, and they said, I love to watch both of you together eating and enjoying Indian food. Wish you all the best of luck and blessings for your channel. Keep making us smile and craving the food even when we are full. Love from India. Jyoti, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate you, and a big shout out to you. Thank you so much. The next lucky subscriber this week is Priyanka Das, and Priyanka says, I love the way how you guys eat food and enjoy truly in an Indian manner. God bless you both. Well, Priyanka Das, God bless you as well. Many good blessings to you, and thank you so much for watching Beto Eats. You are amazing. If you've made it this far, thank you all for watching my new video. Like I said, this is me testing out something different, bringing 2 videos per week. In these videos, I do plan to either react to other people's videos, react to people in India, or maybe just tell you a little bit more about myself. I'll maybe even do a Q&A video in the future as well. But until next time, this has been Beto Eats, and thank you so much for watching. Adios!